Okay, welcome back. In practice 1b, okay, we will solve for angle x first. Okay, so how do we do that? If you stare at triangle ABD with me, okay, and with respect to angle x, this will be my opposite. Okay, BD will be my adjacent, and BA will be my hypotenuse. Okay, and since I'm given the hypotenuse and the opposite, I will be using the sine of angle x. So sine of angle x, just to recap, is opposite over hypotenuse. Okay, and opposite is just 8.4, hypotenuse is 18.3. Okay, so to find x, I will take sine inverse of 8.4 over 18.3. Okay, I round this off to 1 degree, to 1 decimal place. I'll get 27.3 degrees. Okay, to 1 decimal place. Okay, to find y, okay, this will be a little bit more tedious. Okay, let us first find length BD. Okay, length BD. So how do we find length BD? We will use Pythagoras theorem. So by Pythagoras theorem, okay, by Pythagoras theorem, 18.3 square is equals to 8.4 square plus BD square. Okay, so BD will just be the square root of 18.3 square minus 8.4 square. Okay, I will not do this calculation. I'll just leave it as such first because I will be making use of this later. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is to find CD. Okay, so to find CD, just stare at triangle ACD with me. Okay, triangle ACD. Okay, if you stare at triangle ACD, you realize that with respect to 50 degrees, this angle here, this will be the opposite, this will be the adjacent, and this will be the hypotenuse. Okay, so since we are given the opposite and we're looking for the adjacent, okay, we should be using the sine. Okay, the sine function. So the sine of 50 degrees is equals to opposite, which is 8.4 over we should be using the tangent function. Okay, let me just correct myself. Okay, should be using the tangent function. So the tangent 50 degrees is equals to opposite over adjacent, so over CD. Okay, and here's probably the tricky part for some of you. Okay, so in order to solve for CD over here, what I will do is to reciprocate both sides of the equation. Okay, so if I reciprocate both sides of the equation, I'll get 1 over tangent 50 degrees equals to CD over 8.4. Okay, and to find CD, I will just multiply 8.4 over to the left hand side of the equation. So CD is equals to 8.4 multiplied by 1 over tangent 50 degrees. Okay, and pressing this in my calculator, if I were to round it off, I'll get some I'll just get 7.048. Okay, notice that I round off to a few more significant figures because I am still not done with the final answer. Okay, so the final answer that I'm looking for is y. Okay, so y is actually BD minus CD. Okay, BD minus CD. Okay, and since BD, as we found earlier, is the square root of 18.3 square minus 8.4 square, okay, and CD we found to be 7.048. Okay, press this whole chunk of numbers into your calculator, you round it off, you will get y to be 9.21 centimeters. Okay, to three significant figures. Okay, so that's all for this practice 1B.